Hello everybody, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing fine, I really do. And we're going to get into this video here in just one little second. Hope you like the new intro. And this is what we're going to use from now on. So much love, fasten your seatbelt, and let's get her going.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. It is 9:51 a.m. Central Time on the 5th of August, 2019. I hope you are doing well. Just getting on, man. Yeah. Somebody over on YouTube's like, Dutch's account's been hijacked. No. I'm sitting here with my coffee on my laptop. And we've got a whole troll cavalcade whatever the hell is going on. I guess school's getting ready to get back in. A bunch of kids sitting on their phones, sitting at a desk in high school. Trolling to dream the day. Oh, man, it is so fun. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not hijacked. I got my electronic machete out, and I'm cutting through the jungle on YouTube. That's just the way it goes. I call it target practice. We call that target practice. I'm warming up. I can't type on this keyboard. It'll do all kinds of weird stuff. Practicing my 150 words a minute. Warming it up. My fingers are a little... there we go. Pops the knuckles a little bit. I did a little rowing yesterday, so my forearm strength is phenomenal this morning. I could type 1,000 words a minute probably if I needed to. Oh, gosh, what an awesome time to be in the world. Surrounded by people who are apparently nothing more than tribalistic warfare experts. I imagine back in the day, these would be the same people who raid the other camp. You know, I mean, we're going to do another raid. We're going over on the other camp. We're going to go get all their stuff and their women, too. We're going to take them all. We're going to... That's just... You give everybody freedom in the world to go interact with each other, and this is what you do with freedom? Oh, my God. No wonder. Okay. Oh. Do you even deserve it? I'm starting to question if a lot of people even deserve to have the freedom that they were given. So, give everybody a chance to communicate with each other around the world, and this is what they do with it. I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it. Hold on. I can believe it. I can totally believe it. As a matter of fact, I'd be shocked to find out that people actually did the right thing when they start to communicate with each other around the planet. Maybe after 100 years or something of this, we'll start to learn how to get along with each other in some way like we do in regular society. Or wait, hold on. We don't get along in regular society either. Man, we got a problem. There's a human condition problem, and it's now come online. I think that's the problem. It's been online for a while, but... oh, man, I think people just get up and do it in the morning as a form of therapy. I guess I do, too, in some way. It's somewhat cathartic to respond to that as well and to vindicate yourself in the face of the troll. Like both sides feed on it, you know? There's one side that's like, I'm getting my sociopathic tendencies out here online. My therapist said just to unload on people. It didn't matter because I was never going to meet them. And then... the other people are like, I'm for truth and justice. I'm not going to let someone accuse me of lying. My honor. Beat my chest here. My honor is at stake here. I must defeat the enemy troll from the foreign camp. And so I get out my machete and go hack through the jungle. And that is the morning that we all have collectively together as we interact with each other around the world with these tribal warfare experts. As we're trying to live in our little... I consider myself now, after being all around Middle Earth, I probably consider myself to more be living in my own little section of Bag End. Oh, okay, anyway, we're doing good. All things considered, we are doing pretty darn good. And earthquake-wise, I mean, I didn't do an update last night. My update from... the Hawaii update, I wanted to give that a full day to go get out around the world. So we will be getting an update out today. And of course, we had our 6.3 up here on the coast of Japan. Now a spread of 4s going all the way across the Aleutians, all the way over towards, well, right at the Alaska-Canada border. Also a spread of quakes across the Midwest. And man, last night, Nevada, going up into north of Salt Lake. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's gone this morning. It's gone this morning. I mean, there's still some left, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, I guess I need to take you over and show you on Twitter. Hold on. This is not an earthquake update. There's Galileo. Okay, now you're probably not going to be able to see this on this shot, but you might be able to, just a little bit. A huge fire, broke out last night. And it was the size of 1/3 the size of Salt Lake, the Great Salt Lake itself. Now, that's just north of Salt Lake. The exact same size, or about the same size, also broke out simultaneously in Nevada. People are trying to tell me it's from thunderstorms. Look, unless we're talking about 1,001 lightning strikes all at once, I don't know what could cause the area north of the Great Salt Lake up here. Look what's here. It's not like it's heavily forested. This is like a brushy type thing. And brush fires don't show up. I mean, if they do, it has to be big. And for it to show up, well, let's see. I mean, let's just kind of try to figure out the size of that fire. I mean, it was about this big. All of this at once, north of the Great Salt Lake, but south of the border. So all of this at once in maybe an hour. In an hour. I mean, it was just like boom, and the whole thing was lit up with heat signature all the way across here, and it wasn't the only spot. It was a line of it going from here to here to here to here to here, and there were some storms that kicked up later in the afternoon. I'm not trying to say that it couldn't, but look what's here. Rhyolite Butte and Black Butte. Those are right there. I don't know what to make about that, other than I documented this. You have to turn your brightness up on your screen to see it. The stream doesn't capture it because of the brightness settings on here for the globe and all that crap. Now, here in Southwest Oregon, out off the coast, at the same time that we had our big outbreaks of fires in Nevada going up into Utah, this little guy right here appeared out in the water. So a hot spot a couple miles long shows up out in the water out off the southwest coast of Oregon. So while we've got huge fire, boom, 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 going across here in a diagonal line perfectly heading right towards Yellowstone. People asked me last night, they go, if this was to carry on up to the north, which way it would go? I go right across South Idaho, right up into Yellowstone. But the hot spot is showing up somewhere right out here. Now, look what's here. Do you see the giant arrow pointing into the east? The giant arrow is the southern arm of the Juan de Fuca. You know what's going on over here over here to the west, the giant arrow, over here to the east. Let's go over and show you on the real-time tremor map. I don't know if it's still showing today, but, oh, yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. Do you see all these red dots? They spread down into California and all the way up in Oregon. We're going through a slow slip now. There's no doubt about it. Go back to yesterday, look. Same thing. Go back to the day before. The second, same thing. But now you'll see, back to the first, we're centered pretty much up in Oregon and Vancouver. But then we come forward to the third or fourth, and we're solely across Oregon going down into California. The plate is shifting right in here, and we get a hot spot right out here off the coast. Obviously, it's a release of heat. Now, it could be magma coming up, or it could just be heat released on the fault. Comes up and heats a couple miles of the ocean, shows up as a hot spot that's very hot, and then boom, it's gone. Then the fires break out over to the east, which are by the thunderstorms, but they're just so big. It would take, to put it in perspective for the size of these fires, for those of you who looked at it last night, compared to the fires in California from last year, those huge wildfires that did so much damage, they're bigger than that. I mean, we're talking about the whole northern side of the Great Salt Lake itself. That's hundreds of square miles at once, and that's not the only spot. The other spots out in Nevada, which you don't see here on the stream either because of the brightness settings, you'll have to go check that out yourself. Now, what could cause it? I don't know. Out to sea, I know. It's either heat from release from a fault or magma. That's the options. There's only two things that could cause a heat signature out in the ocean. Okay, it's not burning at the surface. We don't have fracking fluid at the surface burning at the top of the ocean water. It's seeing it down in the ocean. But on land, This is where people, you know, again, people came in last night. They're like, oh, there's some thunderstorms here and there, Brian. And I'm like, that's like the flying, flaming wheel story. I just can't accept the official explanations on day one, no matter what they are. Because, I mean, obviously, now there was no explanation for this fire last night. As a matter of fact, so many people, if you go read the comments down below, they're like, there's no warning for this fire alert at all. What are you talking about? There's no fire there. They would have a warning for it. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't know what to say. Look, people are saying directed energy weapons. August is traditionally very hot. Here, oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. This stuff doesn't play on my computer for some reason. I mean, I don't know what to say. Some people think energy weapons. Some people are trying to tell me it's a mistake. Well, let's go over now and take a look. And I wish I could bring my brightness settings up. Maybe there is a way. Maybe there is a way. Hold on. Maybe there is. Let's go to the good old NVIDIA control panel. Oh, gotta love this. Okay, video color settings. Well, let's see. Let's bring the oh, of course. Let's bring the brightness up. Is that even doing anything? Oh, I guess I gotta hit apply. Let's bring up the contrast. Bring up the saturation. Let's try that. That didn't even do anything? It didn't even do anything. Ah. Okay, kitty, we're going to need you to get down for just 1 second. We're almost done. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. So, I don't know if we're going to even see this. This is an impromptu update, obviously. But we'll go in and open up natural color fire image. Go to 200. We'll go to localized sectors. We'll start over here in Nevada. And we'll go to last night. Okay. There we are. Okay, so this is yesterday afternoon. Some cloud cover. You see the storm start to blow up a little bit there. Now, look up in the upper right-hand corner up here. And right about there. And again, you might not see it. It looks like a nuke going off. The whole cloud cover, everything is glowing red-orange. Now, again, then sun starts to set, and you start to see the glow of the fire. Now, watch. It blows up. A second one kicks off, and you're going to have to go to College of DuPage to probably see it yourself. It blows up into hundreds of square miles. 50 by 50 at least. The size of the heat signature. Again, all of this, down below it. All of this. That's just one spot. Then the other spot is down here, which you can kind of see starting to glow as well with an orangish color. And then down below it, boom. Second fire. Okay. Well, if that was it, we'd say, okay, well, it's a little spot and, well, big fires that broke out. But we go up here into North Salt Lake, and we've kind of got the same thing going on. So, right about there. You see the other two fires here. Oh, another one up by the border that you can't see in the previous shot. Another one breaks out up at the border. Huge. But then right about there. Again, you probably can't see this on the stream, but all of North Salt Lake. All of it. And then, boom, it really flared up. And then by this morning, I checked this morning as soon as I woke up. Gone. Gone. Completely. Now, if we go look up here, again, if you go look up here, and you go look to see what's at the area, at North Salt Lake, it is just desert. There's some volcanoes here. That's Rhyolite Butte. Over to the east, I mean, there's no place marks for them. We would have to go in and find the info on some of these. But I guarantee you some, I mean, well, we don't have any place marks for volcanoes here, but I guarantee you there are some here. Like this circular shape right here. This circular shape is a butte. It's an old crater. I just don't have the place marks for it. Same with this one right here. This is an old volcano right here. I just don't have the place marks for them. But that's two right there. Just north of Salt Lake City. It's our Great Salt Lake. So in other words, this whole area lit up, and then you go over here and it's lit, and it's boom, 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 down across the desert. where the biggest fires broke out. Now, people were asking me just a few days back, that big cricket invasion down in Las Vegas. What would you do if I told you this happened once already about a week and a half ago? Almost 2 weeks ago. Almost 2 weeks ago in central Nevada. Well, we can go over to my Twitter. As a matter of fact, we should. We should go back to my Twitter and just scroll down. And what we're going to see is about a week and a half. Oh, God, there's so many tweets. About a week and a half ago, you'll find me making a post. Oh, there's my 80s outfits. Me making a post about the previous outbreak in Nevada. Let me see if I can find it. There's the hotspots. Here's Idaho. Okay, yeah. Here we are. Alert. Massive hotspots are fires that are hundreds of square miles in size, broken out in Nevada, going up into Oregon and over into Idaho, all today at about the same time. See live on Thermal View. Well, you can't go there anymore. It's not live. I took screenshots of it. You have to turn up the brightness to see it again. But it's indisputable. They're the same size, but they're in a different part of the state. Now, last night, they are over here. They're here, here, and here, going up across this way. And previously, they were here, here, and here, going up across this way. Both times going southwest to northeast, across here and here, with fires that were unbelievable. But this one was so big, I couldn't believe it. We thought maybe a nuke had gone off. That's no exaggeration. It was that big. Then those crickets all of a sudden show up, flying across the state. There it is. So, what's going on? I don't know, but I don't believe ever the official story anymore. Oh, I never believe the official story anymore. And that can be troubling too, because sometimes the official story can be right. You have to look into it. I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't eventually believe the official story, but I never believe it at first. And I would urge you guys all to think that way. Just as skeptical as you are about some random YouTuber, you would be just as skeptical towards the professionals and the official explanation on day one. And that you could never really have an official answer unless there's lava coming out of the ground, or unless we have visual proof of a lightning strike or something. Well, then you would leave open possibilities for other things, especially with the hotspot showing up off the coast next to where all the tremors are happening. It's all happening at the same time. Oh, at the same time that we have one of the biggest volcanic blasts I've ever had to report on over here. Over at Ulawan, where we don't have any seismic activity reported at all. Aussies, look, Tasmania. I mean, what can I say? Tasmania just got hit, guys. Southeast Australia. There it is. I'll be back if anything else goes down. I hear a cat meowing. That means it's probably time for a cat to be fed. Peace out.